when I say party, it's not like normal people's party. It was probably 3 or 4 drinks and I'm like blacked out, I'll say.
Yeah, because you have to be healthy all the rest of your season. So yeah.
Endurocross wrapped up last night in Reno. We got your champion here in the Freak Nation, Trystan Hart, joining the Freaks. And Trystan, looking at your trek through the Endurocross series this year, you didn't give yourself a shot at all over the first couple of races. And now here you go, doing what you needed to do last night in Reno to win this championship. When did you have any inclination that you could win this damn thing?
Yeah, I mean, it started off pretty rough. I got 2 5th places. It was a long time since I had a 5th place, and I got 2 back-to-back to start the year. So my phone was pretty quiet after those. No one was talking to me. I don't think anyone was talking about me, and I was definitely not in the conversation for the championship. And then we got a new suspension setting, and I also I skipped on a trip to Europe. I didn't go to a race I was supposed to, and got some extra rest that I think made a big difference. And I won round 3 and 4. And then there was just a massive turning point in the series. Johnny Walker, he won the first 2, and he won all 6 motos. So he was at that point it was almost a for sure thing he was going to win the championship, I guess everyone would be saying. Mm-hmm. And then I won those next 2 races, and he kind of was off his game. He got a 4th and a 2nd or a 3rd maybe. So he was making little mistakes that normally he didn't do. And, then the next one I got a 2nd and he got a 3rd. And I think the championship pressure kind of got to him. And it was pretty similar to what happened to me last year. I had a big points lead and I kind of cracked under pressure. So I knew exactly what he was going through. And the pressure that goes along with being expected to maintain the points lead, which he had at that point.
Trystan Hart, Endurocross champion for 2023. Of course, what you saw the finale last night on MAVTV. Are you saying that, and again, you hear Supercross riders talk about this for the motocross season where their body is just beat up so much from the Supercross season. Are you saying that trip to Europe maybe helped your body to where you could be in tip-top shape for the rest of the Endurocross season?
Yeah, so I had 2 races in Europe in between the Endurocross. So I went to one, got another 5th. So I had 3 5ths back-to-back, which I've never done that before. So that was new. And then there was another one in Germany, and I ended up not going due to a couple of reasons. I got sick and some other stuff too. So I rested up for a week instead of taxing my body even more. And then I came back and finished the season strong from there on out. So it was a pretty good decision, I'll say.
Oh, without question. Trystan, you mentioned I believe it was your first answer, that last year when you had a pretty good points lead, you cracked under pressure. Last night was nothing but pressure, and you did no cracking whatsoever. You went into that last moto. Did you have to win in order to clinch the title? And how did you just basically compose yourself to make it happen?
Yeah, so going into the night, it was a pretty tricky situation because not only did I have to win, but Johnny had to get 3rd because he was 7 points in front of me. So even if I did everything I could in one, there was a chance I still wasn't going to win the championship because I needed someone to have a good night and beat Johnny. And if he was on his game, I mean, not many guys could beat Johnny. So I was a little unsure on how it was all going to play out, but it was a lot less pressure than last year because, I mean, there wasn't it wasn't super high percentage that I was going to win, I'll say, because I needed someone to beat Johnny. And so I just went into the night pretty chill, honestly. Like, it was one of the least stressful races I've ever done in my life. And that might be crazy for some people to believe because it was my first Endurocross championship on the line. But honestly, I was just super cool and wasn't too stressed. And kind of the first moto, I almost won. 1 lap to go. Colton got me. I got 2nd. The second moto, I kind of had a crash, blew that a bit, and came back to 3rd. And then the last one, it was probably the craziest race of my life and everyone else that's ever seen an endurocross race, because there was 6 of us battling the last 5 laps, and Johnny was in there, Colton was in there, Cody Webb, Cooper, and me. And yeah, I got the win in that, and Colton crashed, and Johnny, I think, went backwards too. And I just saw my mechanic running to me after the finish line, and I just started revving my bike and doing a burnout because I'm like, I must have won.
Oh, so you still weren't told it yet, but clearly you could tell by body language that you were the champ.
Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure, but this series, I feel like, has taken a couple championships away from me. So I'm like, there's no way the Endurocross gods took another one from me. So I was just celebrating. I'm like, I had to have won this one.
So now what do you do to celebrate? Did you have a big party last night to celebrate, or are you still in kind of quasi business mode, wrap up a few things before the holidays and then you can celebrate?
No, we celebrated last night. We all went out to the casino and won some money, lost some money, had some drinks, and had a good time, and stayed up way too late.
Nope. That was a celebration. Nope. Never too late.
Yeah.
Trystan Hart is the Endurocross champion. He kind of glossed over this, but from what I read and the report last night, Colton won the first 2 motos, and then he dropped way off. I guess from what you're saying, you were just out there. What happened? How did you win?
Yeah, I mean, the way Endurocross has been the last 2 or 3 years, like, no matter what happens, the first moto or the second moto, going into the last one, nothing is for sure. Like, you're not guaranteed anything in Endurocross right now. So you have to fight every lap and every position. You have to fight for that. And it showed last night. I was pretty much guaranteed a second overall, which may or may not have been good enough to win the championship. And I found myself in the lead with 4 or 5 laps to go. And Colton was actually in third. So if it would have stayed like that, he would have got the win and I would have got second. But then I think Cody Webb hit his rear tire, made him crash, and then he had another crash after that. So he got a 6th, which I think gave me the overall by 1 point. So that was a pretty crazy way to end the night. And honestly, I mean, that one might go down in history as the craziest race ever in Endurocross.
That's so crazy in any activity when the entire championship comes down to 2 or 3 laps after a whole season. And that's the way it was with you. That must have made the celebration that much better last night.
Yeah, the whole thing came down to 6-minute. I mean, I've been doing Endurocross now 11 years, and it all came down to 1 6-minute moto to get a championship. And that sounds like a crazy situation, but like I said, I was just super cool, and it really didn't faze me. I was pretty comfortable I was going to win that last moto. I got the whole shot, which I knew was going to be key because we were all pretty similar in speed. And then the rest was really history after that.
It was really fun to watch. I mean, we were on the edges of our seats. We're just like, oh, wait, what just happened? Wait, they're all together.
But can I chime in here just a second before you get the hell out of here? Trystan Hart, your Endurocross champion. A dude that parties after a race win like that doesn't have, if you look behind you, doesn't have go-go yogurt or go-go applesauce. Look behind you, man. What the hell is that?
That's actually, this is my friend's van. That's his food.
Sure it is.
Our daughter uses those.
Who the hell parties with go-go yogurt or go-go applesauce, man? Look at that behind you.
Yeah, we definitely try and eat pretty good, and we're definitely, when I say party, it's not like normal people's party. It was probably 3 or 4 drinks, and I'm like blacked out, I'll say.
Yeah, because you have to be healthy all the rest of your season. So yeah,
alcohol hits me hard.
All right, so let's wrap it up. Trystan Hart, what do you do from now? What do you do now, frankly?
I'm going to be taking 5 or 6 weeks vacation now, so won't be on a dirt bike for over a month. So I'm already kind of looking forward to riding again, but it's also important that I give my body the rest so I can come back next year and try and repeat, which would be pretty massive to repeat. So that's the goal.
Attaboy. Freak Nation, Trystan Hart, your 2023 Endurocross champion, which again, you saw the series on MAVTV and a hell of a final last night. So much for freaking playoffs. No playoffs needed for the Endurocross season. Holy smokes. Buddy, happy holidays to you, man. Thanks for taking time out to join us here in the Freak Nation, man.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.